Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about a couple that I have not talked about yet this season, and that is JK and Brooke. They have been driving me crazy with all this baby talk, and even the mother has been begging JK, please son, please wrap it up. Do not knock this girl up. And they just have been playing in the mama's face like, yeah, whatever. JK is a freshly released inmate, and he traded in his jumpsuit for this husband, daddy, protector, king shirt, which is a bold declaration of aspirations, I guess. It's like he's wearing his Pinterest board on his chest, and the fact that he's fresh out of the slammer and he's never been close to a wedding aisle or a diaper bag, that's not irony, that's just delusional. It's like he went to the prison craft store and said, give me the most generic good guy shirt you got, and then just added his own special touch of delusion to it. I'm sure Brooke is the one that gave him the shirt and had him wear it, but even the mom looks confused in this picture. Like, what does this girl got my son out here wearing? So JK, Mr. Husband, Daddy, Protector, King, he has to go move in with his mom and sleep on her couch for a little bit. The mom doesn't have any extra rooms in her house because she lives with her husband, which is JK's stepdad. And I guess growing up, JK was super petty and resentful towards his stepdad because he's like, oh, you're not my real dad. But now he's grown out of that and he's trying to have a close relationship with him. JK's mother has a roommate on top of that, and she has a lot of health problems. She has a CPAP machine, all these medical devices, so her room literally looks like a hospital room inside of it. JK was walking around the house getting a little house tour, and he noticed this really big like black box in the living room, and I guess that's the electronic monitoring device for his ankle monitor, and it keeps tabs on him and make sure he doesn't like step out of the boundaries that they set up for him. And the boundaries, he can't leave the house. He can't go in the backyard. He can't go in the front yard, which I would be going stir crazy if that was him, if I couldn't even like step out my back door and walk a few steps every now and then. So he was stressing out because his mom has a fridge and the washer and dryer in the garage, like far over by the back door. So he's stressing out because he's like, oh my gosh, I have so many necessities, and that may be considered out of bounds with the ankle monitor. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna test it out, and if you guys hear it start beeping, let me know. So he walks to the garage, and the stepdad, oh my god, this stepdad is funny as hell. He had a blowhorn, and it has that option where you can press the alarm that beeps and it's loud as hell. And he sets that off, and they're all screaming at JK, oh, it's going off, it's going off. And that man came running in so fast. He came busting in like Navy SEAL Team 6. And we're like, dude, we were just messing with you. I love JK's family. I think they're so freaking funny. And the stepdad, he was quick with it too. He knew right where that blowhorn was. And I could feel JK's anxiety as he was running back into the living room. And he sits down. He's all pissed off after that little joke that they pulled on him. But his mom was like, okay, I have good news for you. Instead of you guys sleeping on the couch for the night, my roommate decided to give up her room for you guys, which is so sweet. I mean, the lady's not even related to JK and probably doesn't even really know JK at all, but here she is willing to sacrifice her room for not only JK but his girlfriend, knowing they're gonna be banging all night in her room. But she was willing to let them do it just so they could have their privacy. If I was Brooke, I would have been so happy because I would have felt so uncomfortable banging on the couch, because you know they were going to bang on the couch regardless, even though it's like right in the middle of the living room. And the whole time you just got to worry not only about the mom, but the stepdad and the roommate. And you got to be extra quiet. And anytime anybody can walk out their room and see what's going on, like the whole time you got to hide it, do it under the covers so nobody sees. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to be respectful. So it's like you can't even really get into it as good as you want to. Brooke's been waiting longer than a DMV customer on a Friday afternoon to get freaky with JK. So it was time to go to the bedroom and get to business. So they get in there and the room looks like a freaking hospital room. The bed's one of those like reclining beds like you see in a hospital. There's a CPAP machine attached to the bed, and there's one of those like toilets that you like have to squat and go to the bathroom in, like if you're disabled or if you have issues walking to the bathroom. So she's sitting there surrounded by medical devices, and that kind of ruined the mood that Brooke was in. She's got more pent-up energy than a squirrel in a caffeine factory. But now that she's seeing all these medical devices in this room that they're sitting in, all of a sudden her coochie's drier than the Sahara Desert. And then Jay's mom was like, son, I just want to get aside for a second, you little kid. He gives him a pack of condoms, even though JK has already admitted that he's not going to use condoms. He's like, I don't want anything in between me and my girl. That's my girl. I'm not going to wear condoms. And he's just letting everything his mom says about using protection go in one ear and out the other. And Brooke sits there and she's like, man, I'm just not feeling this. I feel like I'm in a nursing home or a freaking hospital right now. Hey, I mean, come on. You gotta at least be grateful that you guys are not doing on the couch. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, you guys could not be doing it at all. After Brooke finally comes around and they had their alone time in the mother's roommate's room, they decide to get to business. They have the CPAP machine humming in the background. They got the medical devices sitting right there. They got the toilet right next to the bed. But Brooke said as they started getting intimate, all of a sudden she forgot about those things and didn't even notice they were there. She was just in the moment, focused on what she was doing with JK, and she said it was amazing. She said she was able to put the bars on the bed to good use. I just hope they cleaned up after themselves. Like, if I was Brooke and I knew I was going to be going over to mom's house in Bing, I would at least want to bring like my own towels, my own sheets, like even if they were just sleeping on the couch, because you never know, you know, things can get messy in the bedroom sometimes. Like, what if she squirts all over this lady's bed and the lady has to just sleep in that the rest of the night? Because it didn't look like they changed the sheets or anything like that. I mean, what if he pulls out and accidentally jizzes on the blanket? I would at least change the sheets and put my sheets down or put towels down or something to at least respect this woman's stuff. Like, one of them might need that walker on the side of the bed to go take a walk of shame after this is all said and done, if the mama's roommate ends up finding body fluids on her bed. So after they're done having their little fun, it was time for JK to go see his parole officer. So they go pull up and see the PO, and Brooke waits out in the car, and JK goes in, and it's only supposed to take like 30 minutes, but 30 minutes quickly turned into like 3 hours. And Brooke's on the phone with JK's mom saying like, have you heard anything? It's been a few hours and JK still hasn't came out. So after another hour, the mom called back and she's like, you need to march your little butt inside that office and see what the hell is going on and report back. You know, because no Love After Lockup cast members can ever go see their PO and it just goes smooth and easy. It always goes from 30 minutes to 3 hours, and they always have the other person thinking that their boyfriend or girlfriend's about to get violated and sent back to prison, thinking the absolute worst for the drama. But eventually she goes inside, he comes out, and it looks like he's going to be going back to his mama's house. And she was getting very irritated with him throughout this episode because he was constantly in his phone. Like, every single time you see this dude, he's sitting here texting someone, and she has a bad feeling that he might be texting a girl that she does not want him to text. Now I want to share some spoiler alerts when it comes to Brooke and JK. So I want to warn you guys now, if you don't want spoilers, then please click off this video now. I found Brooke's Facebook, and on February 23rd, she posted, single life might be boring sometimes, but it's peaceful. Then she shared a quote that said, "You were texting random girls. I was ignoring your homies. We different." So it sounds like her suspicions were correct. Then she posted on March 9th, "Mad at you? Nah, I'm just a little disappointed that I defended your name and you ended up making me look like a clown." Then she shared, "For those of you that don't know, yes, I am single." And she shared this on March 17th. Then she shared in the comments, someone was like, "Well, that's a spoiler alert." And she said, "I just gotta let them know I'm available for pickup." She's already trying to find baby daddy number 3. And someone said, "Just remember, it's not Walmart. There's no returns after 60 days without a receipt." And she goes, "Ah, shit." Then she posted about, "I have so many apologies I need to give my kids for the fathers I picked for them." And I think, looking at this, I think that can kind of be a learning lesson for her, because she tried to make JK a baby daddy so quickly, and that would have just been another kid that she would have to apologize to potentially, because things didn't work out. And the mama ended up being right. Just that they didn't listen to mama and he would have just knocked her up like they were wanting day one, then they just would have been stuck with the baby, and now they're no longer together. Like, they didn't even last 6 months. So it's a blessing that they ended up not having a child together. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.